Hey, what's up, everyone? This is a new possible Mandela effect, and thankfully, some other individuals in the comment section to the previous video that I did about this stated that they remember the news flip-flopping on this. Now, it's still a very, very tragic event, but my heart goes out to all the people dealing with this. But the thing is, I remember 2 or 3 different stories. I remember them stating first that it happened in a Walmart. And they stated there were 3,000 people in there. And I thought, how can you fit 3,000 people in a Walmart? And then they stated it was at a mall. So I'm wondering, is it a Walmart that's in a shopping complex, a shopping center, a strip mall situation, or an area where they consider a mall with a bunch of shopping areas in it? But then they showed footage of an actual mall. But then they're showing now a Walmart. So I'm confused. Is it a Mandela effect where we've had a shift and there's multiple news outlets telling different things because of this shift, or what? Because we're seeing that it happened at a Walmart, and then we're hearing that it happened at a mall with over 3,000 people in there. And I heard 3 different stories that day. I heard that there was a shooting at a Walmart, a mall, and then I heard that there was a shooting at an office complex. I heard 3 different shootings, but they only then reported on one because I got multiple notifications about those, so I know they happened. Now, first of all, when you're that close to the Mexican border, where so much crime does come through, where there's a lot of cartel, there's a lot of crime activity in that area, when you're that close to the border of any country where things have passed through, you really need more security there. Being where they were located, you would think, and Walmart is trying to look into needing more security. Well, the thing is, being that close to the border, you would think they would have had more security and armed security guards that would have had weapons on them and taken them out immediately. So many people now state, well, having more guns makes no sense to protect yourself against guns. That makes no sense. Actually, yeah, it does. Think about this. This is back to a different topic. What criminal is going to follow the law? What criminal follows the law to begin with? And if you put out a gun law enforcing everyone to give up their guns and have no guns, who's going to follow that? Who's going to go by that law? The innocent civilians, the law-abiding citizens. Those are the ones, we're the ones that are going to wind up having to give up our weapons and being monitored to an extent to the point where we have to just give up our guns, give up our weapons. And they're not going to take the people's guns and weapons, trust me, because if they try to take the people's guns, there's going to be problems, because that's just not going to work. I see that being a problem. But back to this. When you take the guns out of the hands of the people, the only ones that are going to have the guns are the criminals, because they're not going to give their guns up. And then the only ones left with weapons are the criminals. Think about it. Think about it logically. So, another thing, back to this Mandela effect issue, or maybe misreporting issue, they stated there were 3,000 people in there. You can't fit 3,000 people in a Walmart unless it's a super giant Walmart. So, was it a Walmart in a shopping center, mall, or what? Okay, Delia Rivera, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, just stated they seen people in interviews outside of the Walmart, but some kept on mentioning the mall. Hopefully after watching the news and doing more research, they'll be able to understand the whole story. Have a great day. I hope you have a great day as well, my friend. Okay, so I think I'm getting this a little bit more straight after doing some research into this. The shopping center, the shooting at El Paso Shopping Center. So there was, and that individual had some Mexican descent in him. So he had some Mexican descent, and they're calling this a hate crime. And Mexico's claiming they're going to put problems into they're going to retaliate against the United States in a way that we've never seen over the shooting of a few of their individuals, their law enforcement individuals. how can you relate everything to a hate crime? You can't, everything can't, I mean, these are just deranged, crazy individuals. Or people who are brainwashed, people who are caused to do these things. Who knows? They do now have technology. They say they have technology in the sky watching everyone. They recently stated that. And they also have mind control technology. It was admitted by Elon Musk, and it was admitted by the United States military and the Chinese officials and Cuban officials. So, during an investigation, they looked into this. So who knows what's really going on? Maybe this is being done so they can do gun control. I don't know. Regardless, there are mental illnesses, there are people who are crazy, and there are people who are just sick-minded people who will just go out doing all kinds of these crazy events. There are people that will harm and kill innocent people. It's not like you're killing a terrorist or a murderer. You're killing someone that you're not like you're doing, bringing justice. There are people out there, individuals, I'll say, monsters that just want nothing but death and destruction and harm and hurt, hate, and violence on other people. And it doesn't matter who you are, they just want to take you out. And that's the way this individual was. And that's the way, sadly, so many other individuals are. In the Ohio shooting, the El Paso shooting, it's happening in a lot of places. But taking the weapons away from everyone is not going to stop it, because the law-abiding citizens are going to give their weapons up and have no weapons to protect themselves against the ones with worse weapons, worse guns, and stronger weapons. And those criminals are going to be the only ones left with them. So think about that logically. But I think I found out that it happened in a shopping center or a shopping mall. But that still doesn't account for the fact of why they're not sharing the shooting that happened at the office complex. There was an office complex shooting that happened within just a couple of hours, maybe a few hours after this attack. So, give your thoughts on all of this. Peace, much love, and I just wanted to talk about the recent events.